Chipmunk Sammy and the Sleepless Tail, the Great Sleep Lesson. On the highest, safest branch of the great oak tree, the evening sun was setting, saying, "Good night," for the last time through the leaves. The forest was slowly turning from orange to deep blue. The birds had retreated to their nests, and the flowers had closed their petals. However, in a nest inside the great oak tree, there was someone moving as if it was still daytime, little squirrel Sammy. Sammy's tail wouldn't stop. Wag right, wag left, stick up, put down. Sammy was jumping on his bed, wrestling with his pillow, and throwing acorns up in the air and catching them. His mother, Bella, smoothed out the duvet she had made from the softest moss and yawned. "Sammy, sweetie," she said in her calm voice. "Look, even Uncle Sun has gone to sleep. Grandpa Moon has taken over the shift. It's time to put on your pajamas and rest that fluffy tail." Sammy did a somersault on the bed. "But Mom," he objected. "I'm not tired at all. Look. Look how high I can jump. Hop. Hop. Besides, sleeping is so boring. You just lie there and do nothing. I want to play." For Sammy, sleep meant the place where fun ended. Whereas he wanted to chase fireflies and race with the night wind. His mother Bella gently took Sammy into her lap. "Sammy, sleeping is not doing nothing. Sleep is the time when your body works the hardest. You must sleep to grow, get stronger, and jump higher tomorrow." Sammy crossed his arms. "I don't believe it. I think you grown-ups want us to sleep so we miss out on the fun. I am not going to sleep tonight. You'll see, when morning comes, I will still be the most energetic one." His mother took a deep breath. Sammy was a stubborn squirrel. "All right, Sammy," she said. "But the lights are going out. Your father and I are going to sleep. Please don't go out of the nest and be quiet." The lights went out. The mother and father squirrels soon fell into a deep sleep. Snore. Wheeze. Sammy sat in the dark. His eyes were wide open. "Now is my chance," he whispered. "While everyone is sleeping, I will play all night and become the strongest squirrel in the world." Sammy quietly got out of bed and watched the outside from the nest's window, the hole in the tree trunk. The forest was covered in a silvery light. First, he decided to play his favorite game, catch the pine cone. He took a pine cone and threw it at the wall. Thump! The pine cone bounced back. Sammy caught it. He threw it again. Thump! But this wasn't very fun, because there was no one to throw the pine cone back to him. His friend Toby was sleeping. His cousin Lila was sleeping. "It's okay," said Sammy. "I'll draw a picture." He took a piece of leaf and some blackberry juice. He started painting. But his eyes couldn't see well in the dim light. The walnut he drew looked like a crooked stone. He got bored. As time passed, Sammy started to feel something strange. His legs felt heavy, as if they were filled with sand. Even that constantly moving tail didn't want to wag anymore. It just hung down on the floor. "I think I'm just a little hungry," he said to himself. He reached out to eat a hazelnut, but his hand was so slow that he dropped the hazelnut. The hazelnut rolled into the corner. Sammy felt too lazy to pick it up. This wasn't like him at all. Normally, he would catch that hazelnut in the air. Sammy stuck his head out of the nest to get some fresh air. Just then, he met a pair of huge, bright yellow eyes. It was the wisest one in the forest, Old Owl Oliver. Who? Said Owl Oliver. Little Sammy. Why are you awake at this hour? Your eyes look like two little cherries red from lack of sleep. Sammy tried hard not to yawn but failed. Yawn? I am not sleeping, Mr. Oliver. Because sleep is a waste of time. I am exploring the night. Owl Oliver landed on the branch and tilted his head. A waste of time? Ah, little friend. You are mistaken. Look, let me tell you a secret. Look at the forest right now. What do you see? Sammy looked around. Nothing. Everything has stopped. Even the trees aren't moving. It looks that way from the outside, said Oliver. But actually, the forest is doing its biggest work right now. The trees are sending the sunlight they collected during the day down to their roots and growing. The flowers are resting to smell more beautiful tomorrow. And little squirrels like you. Oliver pointed at Sammy with his wing. While sleeping, invisible builders work inside them. Sammy's interest was piqued. He rubbed his eyes. Invisible builders. Who are they? Tiny mechanics working inside your body, explained Owl Oliver in a fairytale voice. When you run and play all day, your muscles get tired, your brain gets filled with information. When night comes and you sleep, these builders come out. Sammy listened curiously. One group of builders goes to your leg muscles. They say, hey, Sammy jumped a lot today, let's repair his legs and make them stronger so he can jump higher tomorrow. Another group goes to your brain. They arrange everything you learned today on shelves, just like a librarian. So you don't forget what you learned. Sammy was amazed. So, am I actually getting stronger while I sleep? Absolutely, said Oliver. But if you don't sleep, the builders can't work. The door stays locked. And when morning comes, your body becomes like a toy car out of battery. Slow, weak, and unhappy. Sammy thought about himself at that moment. His eyelids weighed tons. He truly felt like a toy that was about to run out of battery. He hadn't even been able to pick up the hazelnut he dropped a moment ago. So that was the reason. He hadn't let the builders in. Just then, Sammy's stomach grumbled, but even eating seemed difficult. Suddenly, he wanted to cry for no reason. His eyes filled up. I feel very bad, he said in a shaky voice. I know, said Owl Oliver affectionately. Sleeplessness wakes up the grumpiness monster inside you. You get angry at everything, you get upset about everything. However, a good sleep chases that monster away and brings the happiness sun instead. Sammy couldn't resist anymore. Mr. Oliver, I want to grow. I want to jump to that highest branch tomorrow. And I want to get rid of the grumpiness monster. The owl smiled. Then the formula is very simple, little friend. Go to your bed, close your eyes, and let the builders do their job. Sammy thanked Owl Oliver and went inside. When he climbed into his bed, he realized how soft the moss was and how comfortable his pillow was. He curled up next to his mother. "Mom," he whispered, even if his mother couldn't hear. "You were right. Sleeping wasn't doing nothing. Sleeping was gathering my superpowers." He closed his eyes. And at that moment, the magic began. When Sammy fell into a deep sleep, he dreamed of flying in a forest with giant acorns. While he was dreaming, those invisible builders Owl Oliver mentioned got to work. Tap, tap, tap. They strengthened Sammy's tiny legs. Whoosh! They cleared Sammy's mind and filled him with joy. Pop, pop, pop. They stretched his height, even if just by a millimeter. Sammy slept soundly. He slept so deeply that he didn't even hear the birds singing in the morning. When the sunlight tickled Sammy's nose, Sammy opened his eyes. The first thing he felt was energy. That heaviness, that unhappiness, that tiredness from last night was completely gone. It was as if someone had put brand new batteries in him. He leaped out of bed. Hop! He jumped all the way to the ceiling. "Wow!" shouted Sammy. "Mom, Dad! Look!" His mother and father woke up. Sammy was spinning around inside the nest, doing somersaults. "Good morning, sleepyhead," laughed his mother. "It looks like someone got charged very well tonight." Sammy said, "Yes. The builders worked all night, Mom. They fixed my legs, look how fast I am." Sammy ate his breakfast with more appetite than ever that morning. When he went out, he jumped to that high branch he couldn't reach yesterday in a single move. He called out to his friends, "Hey! Sleeping is a great thing. It's my secret superpower." From that day on, Sammy never objected when evening came and the sun set. Because he knew that the better he slept, the bigger and more fun his adventures would be the next day. Good night, Sammy. Good night, strong children of the future.